Can you give us just a little overview of your testimony, how you came to know the Lord, and maybe just a little bit about your family?
Yeah, you bet. My wife and I we met first when I was a cadet at West Point back in the late 70s. We got married in 1980. She was raised Catholic. I was raised, I guess, a cultural Christian without attending church or whatnot. But we were, our family was, we called ourselves Lutherans, whatever that meant at the time. Um, Again, no church participation. And life went well, but then about 7 years into our marriage, we went we got to a point, like happens often, a crisis in our marriage and life. And through God's provision and providence, my wife, Anna Marie, came to faith out of that, in the middle of that. And for her, it was a sudden occurrence, a sudden regeneration. And for me, I spent the next 4 or 5 months studying the scriptures, trying to understand what had happened to her. And after primarily studying the Gospel of John and the letter to the Romans, which is where tracts and other things took me primarily, I committed my life to Christ. And that was in 1987. 1987. So from that point, we began to rebuild our life, our marriage, how we parented our children. And so we've been living devoted to Christ since, I guess, 1988 is what I would say.